Hi guys, welcome back to the homestead. It is a beautiful sunny day, warmest December I've experienced in a long time. It was my birthday just a couple days ago, and we didn't have a snowstorm or anything, which is so odd and unusual for my birthday that I'm kind of weirded out, but I absolutely love it. There's sunshine, I can get some vitamin D, it's not too cold, and it's just been an all-around really nice warm winter so far. Today we're gonna head into the chicken coop. I'm gonna show you what we've done in the run so far. We still have to build the gate for the run, but mostly everything else is done. We're gonna feed some of the kitchen scraps, which I do every other day. So let's go. Okay, so Max, stop. Stop. How's it going? Pretty good. Max, relax, bud.
There's some little chicken wire sticking out here, so I'm just gonna bend them up so they're not sticking out.
Okay, so every day or two I come out with a huge pot or bowl or bag or whatever it is I'm holding it in, full of food. It's all leftovers and kitchen scraps, things that went mushy, like this cucumber here, extra French fries and just lettuce, you know, old pizza crust, any leftover food. I'll show you what I have in here. Make sure you collect all of these and feed them to the chickens. Now you might be wondering, why would you feed this to the chickens rather than just throw it in your compost bin? I have a couple reasons why I think it's better to actually feed the scraps to the chickens rather than composting it in your compost bin. But let's let the chickens out first and then we can talk about that. The first reason I like to feed the scraps to the chickens rather than putting it in a compost bin is because, number one, it reduces my cost of chicken feed by quite a bit. This is a lot of food, and if I bring this out every day to 2 days, that's a lot of food to be supplementing on top of my chicken feed. And any way that we can reduce the cost of chicken feed, we'll take. So the first reason I really like to feed the kitchen scraps directly to the chickens is because it reduces my feed bill. And one pot like this is about half day's worth of food, probably more, depending on how many hens you have. So this is a lot of food, and if I can give this to them every day to 2 days, that's 1/2 day's worth of food that I don't have to purchase and give to the chickens, because this is all really good scraps. There's a good amount of protein and other minerals and nutrients in this food, and it's just a really good way to reduce the cost of your chicken feed just by giving them the scraps that you would normally be throwing out anyway. Another reason I like to feed the chickens my kitchen scraps rather than composting it is because these chickens are mini composters in and of themselves. By feeding the kitchen scraps directly to the chickens, they are going to eat all of that, poop it all out in the form of chicken waste or chicken manure, and over time that manure will break down into some really good compost for my gardens. But if I was to just take all of this food right now, like this one pot of food, and put it in my compost bin, it would take a long time for me to accumulate enough to actually put into my garden beds to make a big enough difference. But if I feed it to my chickens and they poop it all out, I can scoop all of that out, including with all of the spent bedding and all of the other chicken poop here, and put that into my garden bed early in the year and wait for that to break down a couple of weeks. And that way I have really good compost to put into my garden. And if I was gonna try and do that with just the kitchen scraps, that would take an awful long time. So the chickens are absolutely enjoying being up here closer to the house with us. We love it even more than they do because the house is right there. We don't have to go very far to lock them up at night, and it just makes life a lot easier and one less task for us to do. Anything we can do around the homestead to reduce the amount of back and forth we have to do, we will do it, because hey, we have a lot of other tasks that require completion, and walking up and down quarter acre of a hill every day was just not worth it. They're so happy. All of the ducks are back up here with them. Just the 3 female ducks that we kept. The rest of the ducks went into the freezer. So everybody's doing really well up here. I'm absolutely loving having the chickens so close by. I always forget my egg basket whenever I come to check and collect the eggs, but hey, that's what pockets are for. Just make sure you don't sit down or bend over with the eggs in there, or you'll end up with scrambled eggs in your pocket.
I like to collect the eggs as soon as they're laid because there's no way to prevent them from freezing except to collect them as soon as possible.
Got 3 for now. There's another couple of them in there. I'm gonna leave them for the rest of the chickens to finish laying, and then we'll collect them at the end of the day. But for now, I just have to pour a little more straw because we're doing deep bedding method, and that's where you add straw or bedding to the coop every day or so. Have to watch the sneaky chickens. They'll try to run out. Okay, let's get that in there. See what I just did? Oh, I just cracked an egg. Sheesh. This is what you don't do. When you've got eggs in your pocket, you don't do this. That's it for today. All I gotta do now is come back later on and lock them up. Chicken tasks are done. Okay, well, that was it for today. I just wanted to bring you along and show you why I feed my scraps to the chickens rather than putting it in a compost bin. I just think it works out a lot better and you get a lot more bang for your buck. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay peaceful.
Guys, if you're enjoying my content, please make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.